Hey guys, just going to do a quick run through of what to expect on Saturday. We must arrive before 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. exactly, we're all going to sit down. I'm going to go through a brief, quick overview of the day, and then hopefully this will cover most of what needs to be said. And then we'll do a question and answer in case anyone's got any questions about any of the workouts, etc. However, please ask them now. Come and see me before Saturday, because I'm going to post the workouts in advance. You're going to know exactly what they are. You'll know how to flow on the day, where you're supposed to arrive on the floor, where you're supposed to leave, etc, etc, all off this video. So watch this intently, and then if there's still questions, ask them before Saturday. Any questions on Saturday need to be things that you've just thought of. Okay, if you've got them before then, ask before then. So arrival time must be here before 8 a.m. We'll sit down at 8 and do the overview. The first workout, heat 1, starts at 8:30 and not later. So we need to be finished the brief at 15:15. Then that first heat will go away and get warmed up. You'll have 15 minutes from then just to get sorted out, get warmed up, and we'll start your first workout at 8:30. From there, there'll be a running time for the day. It'll be posted up in the studio and posted a couple of places around the gym. You need to know exactly when you're expected to be ready to go on the floor. That isn't a time for you to start getting ready. That's a time when you need to have already warmed up and be stood waiting, because your heat will start with or without you, okay, at the time it's set to start. So if you're due on the floor at 8:50 and you've gone to the toilet at 8:50, you're going to miss a couple of minutes of your workout, and therefore your score's not going to be very good. So it's on you to make sure that you are there on time. The waiting area is going to be up the top end of the studio near the fire door. You'll enter the floor that way. When you leave, you'll leave the floor with your scorecard. So when you're waiting to enter, you need to have your scorecard with you. It stays with you all day. You're responsible for it. When you've finished your workout, your judge will sign it. You'll take it from there into reception, where somebody will log your score, and we'll have a live leaderboard all day long of the scores. Once you've had your score logged, take your scorecard back off the person doing that job at the time, and then keep it with your area, because you're going to keep that all day long. All right? When you're ready for your next workout, you find your scorecard, you wait in the same area, ready for your next workout. That's that one. So arrive at the top, exit at the bottom. You're going to have a judge. As always with a comp, your judge is always right. Okay? So if they tell you you're hitting a no rep, ask them why, listen to them, and correct it. Your judge is always right. Your movement standards that you're expected to meet should be obvious, because we train them all the time. There's not anything in there that's particularly exceptional. Maybe it's the down-ups with sync work and stuff like that, but predominantly stuff that we do all the time. So if you have any questions, ask. Otherwise, look at the movement standards and make sure you know what you're supposed to do. If you need to scale anything, when I posted about the comp, I posted what expectations there are if you're entering as intermediate and what is expected if you're RX. So in RX, I said you might need to do bar muscle ups. That is the case. So if you have one person in your team who can bar muscle up, one that can't, and the person who can will have to do them all. The same was true for intermediates doing pull-ups. So one person in your team needs to be able to do a pull-up. That's part of the first workout. If you can't, then you'll be stuck. So you can either choose to be stuck and log that score, or you can choose to then scale. So you could do some jumping pull-ups, for example, or some banded ones, but then your score wouldn't be competitive. So you automatically would take last place, but it means that you would get to finish the workout. So if you just come for community, you've come to get a good day's full of workouts, then ask about that, and we'll just make sure that your judge knows that your score's not to be competitive, but that you're going to hit the workout in full anyway and just adapt things, okay? So that's absolutely fine. From there, quick one on pizzas. Pizzas are going to be cooked based on your heat time. So the first heat of the last workout will be finished by about 2 o'clock. So I'm going to ask the chefs to start cooking your pizzas early, so that when you're finished, you can work over there, grab your pizzas, and they'll be done, because they can only cook 8 pizzas at once. It's 4 per oven, and they've only got 2 of the pizza ovens on board, and they take around 12 minutes to cook. So if we just tell them all to start cooking at 3 o'clock, then we'll be here till 5 or 6 waiting for pizzas. So they're going to start cooking based on your heat time. So I'm going to give them the sheet, tell them who's to cook first. Yours will be ready straight after your last workout, or relatively soon after your last workout. Same with heat 2, 3 and 4. So the later you are finished, the later your pizzas will be down, but it means that you'll have a bit of time. Do bring lunch, do bring snacks. It's a long day. We're going to be working from 8:30 as the first workout's heat time, and then the last one will finish at 3 p.m. for the final heat. So it's quite a long time. You're going to be training hard, so make sure you bring plenty to keep you fueled up. The workouts are released early, so I'm going to post them either tonight or tomorrow morning. Look at the workouts, digest them and know them, so that when you're on the floor you don't have to keep asking questions or keep reminding yourself. Just revise them. It's the very first opportunity you've ever had with us in a comp to know the workouts in advance, so that's a bonus. Learn them. If anybody wants to, you can give them a trial run on Thursday. Podiums. We've got lots of divisions. We've got intermediate male, intermediate female, Masters Intermediates, we've got Masters RX, we've got regular RX. The way the scoring works is in your division. So if there's 8 teams in intermediate, for example, in females, the team that comes first in their group, in their intermediate section, will get 1 point. Whoever comes second will get second, so that's 2 points. Third will get 3 points, and so on. At the end of the day, the person who's accumulated the lowest number of points will be the winner. Okay, and that's how the podium will work. So lowest points is the best score, you'll be first. Next lowest score will be second, and so on. That's that. Spectators are welcome. We're going to have pedestrian barriers so that we've got an area outside the floor where you can be safe to watch and hopefully not get smashed by barbells and things. So if you want anybody to come and watch it, then absolutely that's fine. It will be busy though, so just be aware of that. The open gym area is not a viewing area. The open gym area is a warm-up area only. So no bags to be stored in there, no crap to be left in there. Just warm up in there and then make your way off. If you're wanting to store your bags or have a chill out area, that's this place. Come in the studio and just zone out, sit on the floor, chill out, whatever. If you want to bring a camping chair, you can. But in here or potentially in reception, as long as you're not interfering with whoever's logging the scores. And then that's it. If there's any questions, ask them. Just make sure you arrive early, before 8 AM, ready to start the day so that we can be on time all the way. Otherwise we'll run past 3 o'clock. I know some people have things to get away for. Once the day is finished, we'll do podiums. And then once we've done podiums, Steve's going to sing for us. So there'll be live music. We'll have a couple of beers. There's beer for everyone. Only one for everyone if everybody has one. There might be seconds if people don't have one. But if you want to bring your own or if you want something different, we do have a tub full of spirits. So if you want to bring a mixer, we've got vodkas, loads of flavoured ones, loads of gins, so you can bring tonics. But sing-song, pizzas, and just a bit of social drinking after for anybody who wants to, up until around about 5:30. And then I believe we're going to try and organise getting out into Durham at about 6:30 for those that want to. So that's where we're at. Any questions? Ask me, okay?